everyone. Happy Saturday.
Good morning, T.
Good morning, Donna.
How are you?
Good. How's everything?
Okay.
Good.
With a bit of a rough night's sleep last night, feeling a little bit
Yeah,
sore, but with a bit of a rough night's sleep last night. Oh, my sore.
Is that me or you? That's not me.
It's me. Hold on, I'm gonna go in and turn it off.
Is that me or you? That's not
It's
me.
you. Mine is off. Turn it off.
I don't think so. I'm muted, but all right. Maybe it was. I definitely was muted, but okay. Good morning, Craig. Landshelf Picker in the house. Good morning, Rebecca. Rebecca Cruder's here. Did I lose you, Donna? What happened? All right, now I lost Donna completely. All right, Donna will come back on. So good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Who's going garage sailing today? I'm going to work today. I'm in no mood, but I have to meet a customer. Back to the grind. So much for vacation. I don't know, Donna. What happened to Donna? Let's see. Let me make sure she has the link. All right, just sent it to her again. I don't know. All right, so guys, happy Saturday. Garage sailing. Anybody going? Anybody going garage sailing? No, huh? Okay. All right. I don't know. She's not in the green room. I don't know what happened. Okay. First of all, shout out. That's why I wanted. Oh, here she is. She's back. Okay. So what? First of all, shout out. That's why. No. See, you're in the background now. As soon as you came on. Shout out. No. See, you're in the background now. As soon as you came on. Shout out. Oh, now it's done. Okay. You got it now. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I closed the wrong window.
Got it. No worries. Tommy and Destiny were taking. I forgot. That's right. You're out by them. Oh, that sounds good. All right. Good. Get some good stuff.
I was trying to pull up the chat so that I could see the chat to see who was in it, but I don't want to mess around with it. For some reason, when I pull it up on my you have to either go through Internet Explorer or Chrome. Like you can use Chrome with StreamYard, right? But for some reason, when I pull up how do you pull up your StreamYard?
I just log on to StreamYard.
You log on to StreamYard, but with Chrome or through?
Oh yeah, with Chrome.
With Chrome. But when I try to pull up my YouTube with Chrome, I can't. Why?
I don't know.
I gotta have a virus.
I only use Chrome, really. I don't use Internet Explorer anymore. I have it, but I just don't use it. It's just, I don't know.
I'm going to try one more time.
So Rebecca says she's in their yard watching the ducks. Aww.
I know. That's awesome. I was thinking about you guys last night.
Rebecca, you drove there? She drove, right? Is she close enough to drive?
Yeah, she drove. She went with the family.
Okay. So she could do a little yard sale buying then.
Okay, let's see if I can.
If you're flying, that's hard. Although a lot of people do that who do Amazon, right? Watch Bearded Picker a lot. He travels the country going around buying things, but he ships them right from his hotel room. Oh, it's a 6-hour ride. Okay. That's a little bit of a car ride. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on this weekend with people. So you're with Tommy and Destiny, and a lot of people are down in Nashville. Craig, You're not with the Nashville group, are you? Because Craig is down that way, isn't he?
I don't know. Watching the ducks, as she said. Was there a lot of ducks in the neighborhood?
Or did they have a duck pond?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
So, my dear, yes, in Alabama.
So, okay, yeah, Alabama. So I don't know how far that is from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm really bad at geography.
Oh, they have 2 ducks, she said, that live on the property, Rebecca. Do you want to join us for coffee with the ducks?
Yeah, you guys can more than welcome. I'll drop the link if you guys want to come.
Anyways, so you're going to work.
I am. And so are you. You're going to work on your storage unit.
I know. We have a huge. Did you see the big tropical depression that's coming up the coast from the?
No, I didn't look.
Yeah, we have a big depression coming up from the Bahamas. So it's supposed to rain and like really strong winds all day today and all day tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll be able to go get it. I'm gonna call the facility and see if maybe they'll extend it out until Monday. The girl seemed really nice. When I went to go pay for this storage unit, there was a man in there with a letter in his hands. There was 2 people behind the counter, and there was a man at the counter, and he was irate, like completely irate, and he had a letter in his hand. And so I walked in with my friend, and the other man, there was a man there, and he said, "Can I help you?" And the guy next to me was like screaming and yelling at the woman that was taking it. And I didn't know what was going on yet at this point because I had just walked in. And I said, just a moment. And the guy behind the counter looked at me and was like, okay. Like gave me a look like, she walks up to the counter and then she goes, just a moment. And he's like looking at me, and I went like this, like, like over to the guy with my eyes, and he goes, oh, he shook his head and said, okay. So I walked away from the counter and made pretend I was like looking at some stuff, and this guy was like yelling and screaming.
What, do you have a bill in his hand?
I couldn't understand what was going on because, I have really bad hearing, right? So I couldn't understand what was going on. And anyway, so he left. I walked back up to the counter, and I said, I want a storage unit at auction. I said, I'm here to pay for it and come and get the stuff. I said, but I didn't know what was going on with that man, and I didn't know if he lost a storage unit to auction. So I didn't, in case it's the one I bought, I didn't want any confrontation or any kind of, that's why I asked you to wait a minute. So the woman responds, she was the one that was taking care of him. The woman responds, oh no, he was caught living in one of the storage units.
Oh my God.
So we've given him an eviction notice. I said, how long does he have to evict? And she said, we've given him until the 15th of September. I said, well, that's really nice of you. I mean, you could have just, removed all of his items. He's in default of, clearly you can't live in mini storages. But he was a young kid, and, a mini storage in that area, it's Stewart. It's not my area. It's like 25 miles north of me. A mini storage in that area, like a 10 by 15 or something, probably cost about, I don't know, like maybe $150, $175 a month. And they're air conditioned. So, I mean, where can you go live for $150, $175 a month?
Yeah.
And they have electricity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the units have electricity.
Oh, there were videos on YouTube of people that have done that. Really? Oh, that's interesting. Rebecca says she can't come on. She only has her phone.
Oh, yeah, that's okay, Rebecca.
All right. Well, we just figured you or Craig or anybody else wants to come in, you're more than welcome. We just chit chat here in the morning. No, we didn't prepare a topic today, although we wanted to give a big shout out to Miss Lind, Pamela.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll title that one tomorrow so we know she sees it.
Yeah, I gave her, she was in the chat last night. She actually bought some stuff from me last night. She's so generous. And this is what she gave me, this beautiful microphone. She gave this to me as a gift. That was just, it's amazing how people can be so generous. You know, like this is a total stranger, and I was really, really touched by her generosity. And now it's, you know, it's now so it's really clear. And I was rewatching last night's video, and there was some background noise. So my husband said he's gonna adjust the something on it, which gives a little bit more background reduction, so that you couldn't hear the background noise as much. And just
Craig probably understands all that lingo.
What's that?
I said Craig probably understands all that lingo, because I think he's probably familiar with a lot of technical things. He's very technical.
So's my husband. I'm lucky about that. But yeah, this is the type that she bought me, and that was very, very generous of her. This is a woman I don't even know her. You guys, I have no idea. She just came to my auction and started buying from me, and just said, I have a gift for you coming. I don't get that. It's just so nice. I mean, I do get it, because I do nice things for people too. But I guess when people do nice things for me, I'm like, what? You know, I don't mean to sound this way, but I'm usually, and you can see in my videos, you know, if you go on my YouTube channel, I'm usually the giver, not the receiver.
It's like taking a compliment, right? A lot of people have a hard time taking a compliment, but they always can give them.
Yeah, for sure.
So last night you mentioned that tea set behind you. What, you sold that on eBay?
Well, they haven't paid for it. Yeah, and it was $80, not $90 for this one here. Yeah.
You said 80. You said 80.
Oh, I said 80?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yep. So hopefully they pay for it. It's so weird.
I'm trying to see. Is there more than one? It looks like there's like 3 teapots.
Yes. So it's the one in the pink box.
Okay.
The pink box. It's the teapot with the creamer and the sugar, and then the 2. It's Royal Dalton.
Oh, nice.
And the 2 teapots that are next to it. And okay. Guess what? And guess where I got that?
In a storage unit. Oh no.
One of my friends gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
I have such generous friends. She gave it to me to sell on eBay. Her aunt had given it to her, and she's like, "It's beautiful, but I'll never use it. It's just taking up room in my dining room hutch." Yeah. And she's like, "I know, you know, it helps you, it helps your family." And she literally just gave it to me. My friend Janaea is like that too. She's just started selling on eBay's smalls. She usually only sells bigs, meaning, I think I told you, like, she'll go out and spend $250, and I'm trying to get her to come on the show. She'll go out and spend like $250 on a pocketbook, and then turn around and sell it for $800. That's how she resells.
Right.
Not really on eBay. She goes and sells her things in these reselling groups. Kind of like, she was the one who gave me the idea to start the bulk group.
Oh, okay. So on Facebook, she does that.
She does it on Facebook. Yeah. Where
those are big ticket items, you know, to kind of trust people for, you know, I hope she's using a PayPal or something.
She uses PayPal. She uses PayPal for sure. And when people are interested in an item, people will go in and give references. Sort of like, I talked a little bit to T. There was an issue going on in my bulk buying group that has been transpiring since yesterday. A woman posted a huge lot of CDs, and a bunch of people came on at a really great price, you know, in bulk. And a woman came on and
she had like 1 million. I mean, she showed a picture of just part of her CDs.
Thousands, right?
Yeah.
Thousands of them. So a bunch of people came on and they bought the CDs from her. And So my group is new. Okay, so I'm talking about Janaea, and I'm talking the groups that she sells on, and I'm talking about my group. As it grows, so what happens is she'll post a pocketbook, and somebody will write interested. Other people in the group will come along, and they'll say good buyer, respectable
Trusted
buyer,
seller, yeah.
right? Good seller. Right in the post, they give each other references. So back to my buying group, this one girl had a problem. She received the CDs with the cases broken. The person selling the CDs tried to make it good and was going to buy the jewel, the crystal, whatever they're called, CD cases from Amazon, a whole box of them, and have them shipped to her. And I guess the girl blocked her. Like, she's trying to work it out. I'm not going to block her because there's a bunch of references before and after that post that say, received my package. The CDs were in great condition. What a great deal. Thank you so much for, I was like a kid in a candy store opening up the package, because her post says the CDs are just random. They're like the it's like 70s, 80s, whatever it is. And she's just randomly just filling boxes with, I don't know, 100 CDs or however many she's selling for a really great price, like super, super price. So as far as back to Janaea, the sites that she sells her pocketbooks on, her expensive Louis Vuittons and expensive pocketbooks on, people give each other references. So that's something that maybe we need to, or I need to, or we need to. Are you a moderator in that group?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's something that we need to work on as new sellers come on. Maybe we can write it in the, I don't know, maybe do a post. Please, if you've ever bought from this seller, feel free to give references. So
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
People know, kind of like an eBay thing.
Mm-hmm.
Give
Right.
references. Let people know if you're happy or unhappy, or it's like I say.
Yeah, well, that's why if you look at some of the other reseller sites, I know Chris, Thrift Shop Hustler, he has a group, a reselling group, I think or I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's on Facebook, but because I bought from him too, ephemera, or whatever the paper's called, the word we learned. But he will only put posts up or want people to put posts up that direct you to the item in their eBay store. So he won't even let you post something and let them pay through just PayPal. He wants it through eBay.
Dominic.
Is it Dominic's group?
Yeah, Dominic does that.
Okay, all right. Well, so does Chris. So I don't know if he's part of that. Maybe he is a mod in that group too. I'm not really sure, but
yeah, that's how Dominic does. Dominic does it that way. You can post a link of a bulk item that you're selling, but you have to list it on eBay.
On eBay, right. Okay. It sounds like the same group. They might just both run it together. Yeah. It's Chris. I don't know if you know Chris, Thrift Shop Hustler. He's out in California.
Yeah.
And he sells for I want to say it's the Salvation Army. It's not. It's
the American Cancer Association.
Yeah. So he's a seller for the cancer thing.
It's the American Cancer Association. Well, I mean, yeah. So So Dominic is doing it that way. The reason that I opened up my group and did it the way I did it is so that people will save on eBay fees.
Of course.
Yeah, you still have and I insist that people use PayPal, so you still have your PayPal protection. So that's why I opened up the group, in case people wanted to just save on. I mean, I know my eBay fees are through the roof. I mean, if I can sell some items in bulk in between my live auctions that I do, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I haven't even had a chance to post anything in my group, because between my storage units and my 3 auctions a week, I have a pile of stuff that I want to post in the group, simply to show activity on my part. Here I am in the group, and I don't even post anything. I mean, I might just take those items and bring them to tomorrow afternoon's auctions with you. I don't know, but I need to show some contribution.
Yeah, I'm actually making a dent in my dining room. I told you I started with the clothes on Salehound. So I did a Salehound account for my husband and for my phone, and I think they must be fairly new. And I found even Rob, my husband, asked me yesterday. He said, "How did you even find out about this app?" And I think it was Wade. I think
Wade.
Wade did a video on it, right? Yeah. And the first 3 listings are free. They come back like immediately. It's hysterical, right? And then my husband and I, we talked about this even before we signed up. He said they're not going to come back as fast once you sign up. And I guess it was almost 2 days for the first 10 or 12 to come through, because they say 48 hours. Yeah. But now they're starting to come back fast. Like, and it's so, oh my God, you don't have to look anything up. You don't have to price anything. You take a front picture, you take a back picture, you take a picture of the name, the fabric, the size, and any extra, if there's any flaws, they even have a section. They come back, they fill everything out, including, like, all those little intricate boxes in the details field. They do great titles. So, and all you have to do is we're actually correcting their price up by $2, because it works out to be $1.44 per listing. If you buy the top box, it's 150 listings for $216. So we're just adding $2 to everything they come. Well, I've already sold 3 things. So yeah. So it's not even like I'm over, because they tell you, they come back with a price that's a medium low price. So if I go up by $2, I'm covered way more than covering the cost of what it's costing us to list. So if they come back with, $10.99, we're just listing it at $12.99.
So they send you back the listing to your email?
To the phone app. It's a phone app.
Oh, they sent it back to your phone app?
Yeah. Let me get my phone. I'll just see if we can see it on the screen.
Okay. Hi, you guys. Let's see. Oh. Who's in the chat? Say hi if you're still in the chat.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, it looks like a little doggy on the phone. And then let's see, let me go to the home page. So yeah, it's I keep forgetting this is like a mirror image. I'm just going to zoom myself in for a second. So that's what it is. You get 3 for free, so you could try it for free. And I actually got about 9 for free, because you could change the email address and uninstall the app, just an FYI. But it works really well. And I should disclaim, I'm not being paid for this advertisement or anything. Right. And then what happens is you get this it says 16. So I have 16 listings back in it. And this is how it comes back. Okay. So all I did was take the pictures. And then, like, the first one, Briggs. See, I told you I sold Briggs. Briggs New York women's dress, Korea pants, beige, elastic waist, pockets plus 20W. And came back. If I review the listing, it comes back. And this is how they fill. I don't know if you could probably not see that, but that's how they fill all the description stuff in. And so then they get.
I want to interrupt you. I disagree with that title. Go back to the title for a minute.
Briggs New York women's dress, Korea. I know, because of the sizes at the end. I agree. I don't know. But I'm not going to fool with titles right off the bat. I'm going to go with what they're sending it back.
I would send them a note that it should say Briggs women's size 20W, and then the rest of it.
I agree. I just, you know what? I'm not going to fool with it right off the bat. I'm going to list them all, and then I'll play with titles on a late. Good morning, Tiffany. Thank you for coming in. And then at the bottom, it's the suggested price suggestion. So they came back with $11.99.
Here, go put yourself on solid screen again. I want to see.
Okay. So it's hard because of the glare in here.
That's good.
So at the bottom, you can see it's suggested selling price and select suggested shipping. So, debatable about the shipping again, back and forth. Should I charge shipping? Should I not charge shipping? I'm leaving their listing like this, and I'm going to see what happens. I usually on clothes include shipping, but then I would be adding the $7.95 to the $11.99 anyway. Plus, I'm up in this $2.
So are they suggesting free shipping?
No, they're suggesting $7.95 for shipping.
They are.
Yeah. But again, you can build that into the price and offer free shipping, right? For right now, I'm leaving everything the way they present it back to us. And then if to your point, if I got to move the 20W, they don't all come. It's funny. That's one I picked, but let me see. Yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at all of them, every one of them has the size last. Every one of them.
I put my size within the first 3 or 4.
I do too. I usually do too. To your point, it's Briggs, women's or ladies size, 2X.
Yeah, a lot of the times I don't even put women's or ladies because they're in that category.
Right. That's true. Yeah. If you want to save on a keyword, that's true.
I put the color. I'll put the name Briggs black size 20. Because when you're looking for a pair of pants and you need a pair of black pants or a pair of blue pants, that's what you're looking for. And like for example, I love Travel Elements clothes. Are you familiar with that brand?
Yes.
I love Travel Elements. It's like one of my favorite clothing lines. It's not designer clothes. It's just like everyday like wear.
Some all brands.
Yeah, it's. Is it a mall brand? I buy it at Stein Mart here. I think it's probably like a Macy's.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I always wear black pants, and so when I'm looking for them, I'll write. This is what I'll put on my search, like when I'm searching for them. Travel Elements, black, size 14, 16 pants, and that's how it should be written when you're selling something. How you would look for something, this is what I always tell people. If you're buying something and you're looking on, think about how you would say it if you were looking for that item, and that's how you should write the description.
Agreed. Yeah, it's funny until I didn't even pay attention to a lot of this yet, So they come back sporadically. I'm sure that they probably are hiring like virtual assistants in the Philippines where they get cheap labor. I'm positive that's probably so. That's why they can afford to do these listings at $1.44 each. And then also, besides the 16 now that I have back, I still have like 16 or 20 in queue, and that's just on mine and then my husband as well. So, I think it's fairly new. So I think as well they're probably having some growing pains. Like there are things that they will send questions about. I had, as a matter of fact, there's probably something that was in one of your boxes that I bought. Like a couple of pairs of those belts. Remember the gold belts?
I just want to say good morning to Tiffany. Thank you for joining, Tiffany. Good morning. Which belts? Oh, the gold belts.
Gold belt. Yeah. So like they send questions about both of them because they're unbranded, right? So you have to remember to put a note in there. And a pair of pants that didn't have a tag, I just did all measurements. It didn't have a size in it. And they please provide us with the size. And I should have wrote no tag for size, please see measurements. Because some of those things you have to tweak. Otherwise, they don't understand how to look it up or how to list it. Because they just
deal with the belts.
The belts, I put them on branded gold chain, they did the descriptions and did the prices.
And what did they come out with prices?
I have to look. I don't remember, to be honest with you. Probably, I think one of them was like $10 or $12 and the other one might have been $14.
So you recommend it? You think it's...
Yeah. It's going to save me so much time. And now with me going back to, work full time again, Rob will be here. But, he used to do all the photos and I did all the listings. So this is definitely going to help both of us because he can still now do the photos on the app. And and I taught him yesterday how to kind of list from the app. So, and it's really nice. You just list it right there. The only, here's the one thing that I have a problem, or not necessarily a problem, but I am going to send them feedback on this. There's nowhere in the app to put, and I know you put it in the listing, but I can't, I just won't do it. The number, the bin number. So like if it's bin, if it's L5, there's nowhere to put it. They don't have that space in there. So Rob had to log on yesterday. Now the good news is on eBay to put your, what do they call that section again? It's
the SKU.
Yeah, your SKU number. It's very simple because you just have to hit the pencil and you could just go down the whole column and do them. You don't have to go into each and every listing. But it is, it's just another step. You finish on the app and then you got to pull the computer up to go into eBay to do the SKUs. But I don't put it in the title because, if it is a large, I don't want to put L5. Somebody's going to question that. What does that mean, L5, large 5?
But in 2.5 years that I've been selling on eBay, I can honestly say I've probably had 5 people say, what does L5 mean?
Right.
I put it in the title because when I pull my inventory, I go into my inventory room with my phone. I print my labels and everything from the computer, but I use my phone and I don't have to even click on the title. And I keep my titles really, really short. I try to keep my titles under 5 or 6 words at the most. That's it. I don't use big, long titles. So there's always room at the very end. And I make sure that my size is at the beginning. And I always make sure it says either SZ or the actual word size. And then at the very, very end is where I put my inventory number. So I pull them up on my phone and I go in and I pull my inventory with my phone. I know some people will print it out and they'll go and pull their inventory with a printout. I don't know, like, does the SKU come out when you print it out? Like, I don't know how other people do it. For me, it's easy to go in there with my phone.
Well, I don't know. I usually, sometimes, like if I'm sitting in the morning now having coffee, I'll just go into my eBay stores and just, see what's sold and then just write the 10 numbers down and go up and pull them from, because my problem is too, like I have bins A through Z, and then everything in the bin is A1 through 20, right?
Yeah.
And those are my bigger bins. And then I have smaller bins that I started AA to double Z, which are like more or less, I won't say hard goods per se, but not clothing. I think the closest thing to clothing, there might be some bandanas that I bought from somebody in those bins. But it's things like, I don't know, just little knickknacks and stuff like that. And then I just bought, well, I had 1 through 6, 1 through 8. No, I'm sorry, 1 through 13. And those bins were a little smaller, so I had to have like 3 1 bins, 3 2, and then I did the whole alphabet: 1A, 1B, 1C. And now I bought bins 16 through 20 something because, and I have stuff hanging in both closets in my eBay room. And
so you in the morning, you sit down and you write down.
I'll write the letters or the locations or whatever. And just run upstairs and grab what I need.
See, but that's a step that you could eliminate if you could.
Yeah, I can do it on my phone. Don't get me wrong. Good morning, Marrakesh. Welcome in. Yeah, there are definitely different ways I can do it, but it depends. I just it's unfortunately or fortunately, like I'm working between 2 bedrooms upstairs with eBay and closets, and I even have albums in a bin. I have magazines in a bin. Like that stuff isn't even numbered. That stuff is just shoes, right? I have a wall full of shoes, and
yeah.
That's the other thing. I just got on the waiting list for the other app. I don't know if you've seen that app. What was the other name of the other one? List Perfectly, I think. There's a waiting list.
Wow.
And you can cross post to, I think, 6 different platforms. So eBay, Posh, Etsy, Mercari, I only do eBay and Posh, and I don't even do a lot of Posh. When stuff sells, I haven't relisted anything on Posh. I think I'm down to like 15 pairs of shoes, and I only cross-posted some shoes.
Yeah, I don't sell
And
Posh.
that's not even all of my shoes, believe me. But one of these days I'll do it, just because I don't have time to share my closet. And, but if I can get something to cross-post like that, then I would probably pick up Macari. Etsy, there's a lot of rules around Etsy as far as posting is concerned. Like, it either has to be vintage, more than 20 years old, or it has to be handmade.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much I'll do on Etsy, although I do sell collectible stuff. Going to be hard to determine what's going to cross post on that or not. So
yeah, a lot of my stuff would qualify for Etsy, but I've got more than I can handle with just eBay and my auctions. I've got more than I can handle. But as far as to go back to inventory, the only thing that's in my bins with inventory numbers is my clothing. And then everything else, I don't have inventory numbers on. Like, I have big metal shelving. And like, for example, you see the teapots, like all the teapots are together on the shelf.
Right. That's how I do my Pyrex. By the way, you have to tell me the size of the Pyrex dish you broke. You got to tell me what size that was.
I have another one. I know what you're thinking. I love my Pyrex dishes. We use them all the time. It's the 9x12, I think, is the one that he broke. And I'm pretty sure I have another one. It's not Pyrex. It's that other name with the
anchor hocking.
Yeah. It's nice. I like that one. I hope he didn't break that one. He said Pyrex, but I don't know.
It's like Scott Towel. I get yelled at all the time for calling it Scott Towel when it's really Kirkland Towel.
Oh, Kirkland, yeah. Anyways, so it's 9:39. What time do you have to get off?
We got to just keep it at an hour today because I have to go to work.
Well, it's still sunny and beautiful out. I'm kind of hoping that it's going to rain so that I can call the facility and tell them that we can't come. I've got a bunch of billing to do.
Now, is this one? Have you looked at this one that you're going for today?
Yeah, this is the one.
Is this the one with the religious books you sold last night with the Alcoholics Anonymous and the Narcotics Anonymous and all those beautiful, beautiful pieces of jewelry? That was a great deal. Who picked that up, Myra?
The jewelry went to...
I don't remember now.
Myra, I think. No. Myra bought the last box, which was the... Who bought the jewelry? Let me see. Baseball, mystery box.
Oh, I know who it was. It was Wonder Woman. Was it Wonder Woman? Didn't she win a lot last night?
You know what? I don't know why I didn't write it down. Turtle Trader won the NASCARs. You won lot number 2. What did you win?
What do you think?
Clothes.
Of course.
Pamela Lynn won the baseball. Number 4 was the mystery box, which was Marie. Number 5 was Abraham. He won the computers. Wonder Woman won the toys.
Oh, the toys. Okay.
Dennis Dew won the earrings with the pocket watch.
Yeah, but what about the crosses with the books? You had the religious articles.
The Bibles was CH Enterprises for $30.
Oh, okay, yes. They're fairly new to our auctions.
Yeah, so I try to profile the units, and when it's kind of interesting how you kind of figure things out. So, as you're going through the unit. So this is the story that I came up with this, and I'm going to be putting a YouTube video up soon. As soon as I finish getting all the stuff. She kept her mother's, so it looks like, so the girl was absolutely beautiful as a little girl, as a young girl. I saw her christening pictures. She's loving family, lots of big parties. I saw her first communion pictures. I saw her confirmation pictures and her graduation pictures. And then she enrolled in nursing school. And her parents both died. Both her parents died because she kept all the spirituals. She must have been left some money because she went out and she bought a ton of bins, and she went through probably her mother's things, and she put the things in the mini storage. So the things that were in the back of the mini storage, all the way in the back, were a lot of very beautiful vintage items and a lot of personal items from her mother and father. And then the middle of the storage unit had a ton of really beautiful old furniture. Um, it's gorgeous, the furniture. I can see why she would put it in storage. Just solid wood, dovetail, beautiful, beautiful furniture. And then the front of the unit, she is homeless. She has backpacks with dirty clothes in them with signs. Um, Here, I'll show you one of the signs. She is on welfare. She is incarcerated. She's this is what we found. Oops, which way? In the backpacks. She's on the street. There's lots of needles. There's homemade crack pipes. There's I don't know why she would save. I'll show you another picture. This.
Oh, those are like the bags.
Those are the bags that they buy crack in. And she had them all inside of one of the pockets of the backpacks. All those bags. Like, why carry all those bags around with you? I don't understand. Unless she was reusing them, if she was buying, maybe she was dealing it. You know, maybe she had a dealer and she was dealing it. Sometimes I'll look up the person to see. I mean, chances are she's probably back in jail. And then she clearly was prostituting herself. So it's so sad. Oh my gosh, it's so sad to see the progression of what happened. I mean, this
addiction is crazy. Addiction is crazy. I lost a cousin to it. She was an RN, and you know, she just, you know, was just. I mean, she lost two beautiful children to her ex-husband who divorced her. It was just terrible, and she died in jail.
She died in jail?
Yeah, my very best cousin. I mean, we're 3 months apart. We grew up since, you know, very sad story. But
how did she die in jail?
They think she choked on her own vomit.
On her own vomit?
Yeah. Yeah, she was picked up at CVS trying to shoplift something, and they arrested her and put her in jail. I mean, my other cousin, her sister, started a lawsuit years ago. I don't even know if it ever settled out. I don't even know what happened. I don't care to know what happened. I paid to bury her because unfortunately, that part of my family, they have no money. But yeah, it's sad.
This woman had one son. She had one son, and there was a bunch of court papers, but I didn't. It was sad enough without having to read the court papers. Like, you could just. I mean, it took me yesterday. I brought home. I told you she bought all these bins. I brought home, and the facility is beautiful. So usually, you know, we go through. I always talk about how we go through everything at the facility in case there's any critters or anything. But this facility is gorgeous. It's air conditioned and clean. Not a sign of any kind of critter, poop, nothing. So I brought the bins home. And, you know, it took me basically all day to go through about 25 totes of her mother's things. Really, really sad. So I'm putting together a couple of bins for her, all her pictures. Her family must have just given up on her, because you can tell by the pictures and by the greeting cards and stuff that she has a very supportive, loving family. But I think family even gets to the point where they can't help.
Listen, addiction it's just a funny thing. I mean, it is. I mean, my aunt died of cirrhosis, and 59, and her son basically disowned her. You know.
That's about how old this woman is. She's like 59, 60 years old.
She may be dead. That sounds terrible, but when you have those kind of addictions, you don't live long.
I mean, I'm 55. Like, I can't imagine, like, you know, this woman, like in 5 years, like me being addicted to something and losing it all and living on the streets with signs. I mean, it's just, you know, I know addiction is a horrible thing. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But this was a very sad unit. You know what? They're all sad units, but this one really got me because of how religious she was.
Well,
Yeah.
it sounds like too with some of the stuff, like you had the AA books, you had the NA books. Like she probably was trying several times.
I don't think so. Those were given to her. She was incarcerated.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Because I mean, some people. Let me tell you something. Some people, you know, recover, but then they're, you know, that well, they always use. I'm very familiar with AA because I had a lot of people in my family involved with that, and my aunt who died of cirrhosis. So, yeah, it's a tough thing because they're in and out of rehab. They're in and out of, you know, drinking, not drinking, binging, you know, crazy stuff. And with drugs, forget it. I just lost a good friend I grew up with. He's always struggled with drugs. He's a year old. He's 54, so he was, you know, but he struggled his whole life with it, in and out of jail and things like that. And there's actually a criminal investigation I just found out that opened up for it because not only him but two other people in the area all died that night. And it wasn't that he overdosed; it was they found out the drugs he bought were laced with something. So now it's a criminal investigation, but. You know what? Yeah, can you blame? It doesn't matter. It's still because of your addiction, right?
No, and it just, you know, it's and to be so smart. Like I could never go to nursing school and become an RN. I'm not smart enough for that. I know I'm not smart enough for that. And to be so smart and but still your brain is not smart enough to say stop doing this. She started with pills. There's so many pills in that unit. So many pills. So many.
Well, that's how a lot of nurses too get addicted to stuff like that. That's how my cousin started in the hospital. She was stealing drugs. I mean, she lost a nursing license. Like, just so many things that happen to these people that you don't even realize. They ruin their lives. Ruin their lives. You know, I mean, did she have children? Do you know?
Children?
Did she have children?
She had one son.
Yeah.
She had one son, and there was pictures of when she gave birth to him, and you know, I put all those pictures in the thing. It was her whole family was around her, and it was such a habit. She looked so beautiful, and she had blonde hair, and you know, just a beautiful, beautiful young woman. And then I found pictures of her, like recent pictures of what she looked like. There's a picture of some sort of correctional something ID. You wouldn't even recognize her.
Right.
Recognize her, like she's completely. Have you ever seen those pictures where they show before drugs or after drugs? You know, it was just like that.
Yeah.
Drugs completely changed her appearance. Completely, she looked like a completely different person. And the storage manager at the facility told me that she was homeless, and she asked if she could have all her pictures back. There's so many pictures. What is a homeless going to? I already have one 25-gallon tote ready that I'm going to bring back to the facility, and there's another one that's there that when I was sorting through stuff, I was just throwing it in. I included all of the parents' spirituals when they died. You know, Catholics give spirituals.
Yeah.
The masses. I included all of those and all our pictures growing up and all. My husband was standing there like when I was going through the pictures, and I was throwing away the negatives, and there was so many negatives, and my husband's like, "Don't throw away the negatives, give her back the negatives." I'm like, how is a homeless person going to carry around just with the pictures alone, T?
Yeah.
This bin is over 25 pounds of just pictures. The mother had so many pictures and picture albums, so it's heavy.
Yeah.
She's homeless. What's she gonna do with all this stuff? So I don't think she's in jail because the facility manager said she asked for all her pictures back, unless she called them from jail. And
Right.
who knows? Because I know that they're allowed to make some calls from jail, right? They get money.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she probably was not like in a major confinement either.
I mean, I don't know how long she had the stuff, in storage. I don't know how many years she's been paying on it, but her father died in 1977 and her mother died in 1982.
Oh, wow. Oh, so she was still in school.
Yeah, 1982 is the year I graduated. No, she's older than me.
Okay.
She's about 5 years older than me. So,
okay. Well, 77 though she'd still be.
77, right? She was young, but her mother died when she was in her
maybe in nursing school. Maybe that's what triggered it. You don't know what people that could have triggered it. She might have just, been graduating even nursing school. Who knows? Did she graduate? Do you know if she was an RN?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's an RN. Yeah, she's an RN. I don't know if she got it, if she lost it, but she's been incarcerated several times too.
Yeah. So Tiffany says if she can get them all scanned, she can upload them to Google Photos for free. I don't know if she has those kind of resources, though. That's the problem. Unless she's going to give them to her son, who knows? Or let him, who knows if she even speaks to him.
I don't think she has custody of her son.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she has. I think her son was taken away from her. Maybe a family member has him or something. I don't know. I try not to get. It's like
right. I know it's so.
It's like watching a movie, unboxing this stuff. It's like living or like watching a movie, and then you're profiling it and trying to figure it all out, and it's very time consuming, to do that. You get sucked into it. Like I remember Jeremy from What the Hales. He looks people up all the time. Him and George, to see like what kind of people they are, and yeah, I didn't look her up. What I saw was enough.
Yeah.
I got to move on to the next one.
No, I hear you. Now, you bought more than one yesterday, right?
No, I have another one. I have my free one that I still haven't unloaded everything from, with all brand new furniture in that.
Right. Where are you going to put all that? Are you sending that to the consignment shop? Where are you putting it?
Actually, we've decided that the bedroom set we're going to give to our son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a really beautiful bedroom set. And the rug, which is really beautiful too, I think we're going to put that up in the loft. It's a beautiful shag chenille rug, really, really thick, and it's a big one. It's brand new. It's beautiful. So I think we're going to put that up in the loft. And the coffee table and the end tables, those I can put in the garage. I'm just going to try to blow them out on the marketplace. And so, yeah, the dresser, the nightstands, the headboard, the footboard, it's my son's going to get all that in his room.
Oh, okay.
Upgrade his furniture. It's beautiful. Why not? I mean, I can sell it and make a few dollars, but I'll.
That's the lady who went back to
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Puerto Rico. Okay.
She was the one that had all the toys. I sold all the toys. She had all those great Ninja Turtles and all the Paw Patrol, and then I sold a box last night of guns and trucks, and so that was all profit, which was really good. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back and see who's in the chat. If you can scan them all in. Oh yeah, you read that. Yeah, she's not gonna have that. You know what? It's just like that. I bought an Asian woman's storage unit, and she had thousands and thousands of dollars of professional photography from her beautiful daughter for her first birthday party, her second birthday party, her birth. I mean, she spent a fortune on professional albums, and she left all that behind in the mini storage. The mini storage people couldn't get in touch with her. And so like 2 months later or 3 months later, I bought another unit at that facility, which is in Fort Pierce, which is approximately an hour's drive from here. And I bought another facility, and I asked if the woman, it was 3 months had gone by, and I asked if they were able to get in touch with the Chinese woman and did she get her pictures? And they said no.
Oh, wow.
They try every once in a while. They go through the room. They call the phone numbers. leave messages, and they said her phone still rings, but no one answers it, and there's no message on it. So
Marrakesh says she can't find any storage auctions in her area or his area. Is Marrakesh a male or female? I'm not sure.
where do you live?
You don't have to type in your address, just your state.
Yeah, no, not your address, just the state. Just the state. Are you like in the middle of the desert, or? I'm curious. Here, there's so many. There's so many of them. I could go on either Locker Fox or Storage Treasures basically any day of the week, and there's storage units ending within a couple of days. There's so many of them. I have to be like strong-willed and stay off the
Stay away from them, yeah.
This last unit I bought, I never even told my husband I bought it. Usually like I'll share the excitement with him, and be like, I'm the winner. And so he called me when I was at the storage unit with my friend Dolores, she helps me so much. And he was at work, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? I said, I'm at a storage unit. And he goes, oh, did you go get the stuff from last week's storage unit? Are you emptying it out? I said, no. He goes, oh, what storage unit are you at? I said, one that I won this morning. What did I tell you about buying another storage unit? He's like, I told you until you clear out all that stuff that you can't buy any more storage units.
That's like my husband every time there's a box showing up on the front stoop.
From me.
Like, what is that?
I'm like, I'm working on it. I'm having the auctions. The stuff's going out. I need to replenish. I said, I need to make sure people keep coming back by having, really good stuff.
Marrakesh is in Seattle. Oh, that's surprising. I would think that would be
Washington. That's where
I know
Wade.
Yeah, Wade. Yeah, Wade's venture. Yeah.
Is she close to Wade? I mean,
it's a he. He corrected me. He.
What's that?
It's a he. Marrakesh.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Wade lives there. He seems to get lots of storage units.
Yeah, I think I saw something from him this morning on Instagram. It looked like he got like almost 300 pieces of new with tags clothes he posted.
Oh, I saw something from him on Instagram yesterday that he bought like hundreds and hundreds of brand new shoes.
Oh, okay. Well, he's using this app now, so he probably is finding it very easy to list.
Wade is in Portland, Oregon. Oh, and you're in Seattle, Washington.
Oh, okay.
98107. I'm going to look that up.
My cousin's in Seattle. My cousin actually runs he's the engineer for, what the heck is your little train system there? Wow, I can't think. Mental block. I don't know. There's a rail system there he's the engineer for.
Did I lose you?
No.
I'm looking up.
Whenever
I'm looking up on my storage treasures, I'm looking up his zip code.
Oh, okay. She's gonna find one for you. You're gonna be bidding in no time. I know Rebecca does storage units. Tiffany, I know you're mostly Amazon. I don't think you do storage units. Craig, do you? I wonder if does Craig do storage units? It's funny how a lot of us don't do storage units.
So because it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I bought it was 2 auctions in the same day during, I guess, the springtime before garage sales really kicked into gear. Oh my God. I felt like I bought 2 storage units because I mean I bought so much stuff at both these auctions, but it was like a score on everything. Everything, nobody, it's online. You have to pick up within a certain window. But like I bought things for $1, and they even gave me stuff that people just didn't show up for. The one auction I was at the end of, I was like the last one there because I had bought so much stuff that they were like, here, take this, here, take that. I got a bunch of big pictures. I still have to figure out how I'm going to list those. If not, I'm going to use them in my own house. But because nobody showed up, and I paid $1 for some other pictures. I have 2 of them listed right now on eBay for like $200, $300. They're prints that are numbered and signed by I paid $1 each for them. I mean, it's just crazy some of the stuff I got.
So I'm seeing lots of storage units. Should I screen share?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think I can as a guest.
No, yes, you can.
Oh, let me see.
At the bottom, you have a box that says share screen, and I think it'll just ask for my permission.
Okay. So I can't see the chat. Let me know if you see it.
Okay.
So you can, I can't see the chat because I'm not that smart, but you can tell me what he says on it. But here is, do you see my screen share?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No. Did you hit the little screen share box at the bottom?
Oh, okay. Share audio. Share. Okay.
All right, and then let me put that on. No, not me. Let me figure out how to do this. There's a way that we can do that. All right, there we go. Okay.
So now do you see it?
Yep.
Okay, so here you are in Seattle, Washington. I put in your zip code, and this one ends in 2 hours. This one's all the way up to $860. We'll look at that in a moment. But like, for example, this one ends in 2 days. This one doesn't have any bids on it. If you wanted to start off with something kind of smaller, it's got that really funky suitcase in it. And that looks like a walker and a couple of boxes. So
that's a nice simple one to start off with.
Yep. And then you can see there's only one cut lock. I always tell people, if you see multiple locks on the ground, that means that they've lost their storage unit and they've gone in, maybe kind of tried to remove some valuable stuff because they knew they wouldn't be able to pay on it again. But so there's only one lock on this one, so this would be a nice one to bid on. That ends in 2 days and 3 hours. Luggage cart, backpack, clothing, bags, and boxes. And there's 0 bids on it. It's only a 5x5, nice and manageable. Here's another one that has 1 bid on it for $10. It's a 7x8. It's a little bit bigger, and it does have this file cabinet. You see the dust on top of that file cabinet right there?
Yeah.
Yep. This is what I always look for, you guys. You see this here? This is what I always look for.
That's an old style file cabinet.
It's
too.
Nice.
Wow.
It's nice. That's a nice file cabinet. And then it has all of these boxes. Look at that. All those boxes.
Oh, an Apple box. Are those Apple shoes? Oh my God. Are those Apple shoes or an Apple box? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I would jump on that one in a heartbeat.
So that's only at $10. Not to say it's going to stay at $10 because a lot of people, they wait until the very end to bid on them. So here's another one that ends. You've got a lot of great choices on here. Here's another one that ends in 2 days. And that looks like some clay art in the background. You look like you've got some maybe designer purses right there. And some Christmas ornaments. Oh, there's definitely some heavy furniture in there. So if you're not able to do heavy furniture, you'd want to stay away from a unit like this. This person definitely was into art, and they took the time to cover the art, which was nice. And then lots of trash bags. Let's see on this side, more art and more bags. So that's a good one. Now this one here, This one here, you know, I have bought units like this, you guys. Sometimes they say manager special on them, meaning that the managers kind of threw everything in. This one does not say manager special on it. Sometimes people are just slobs. Just slobs. I bought a unit that looked like this.
Oh no.
I bought a unit that looked like this, and it was a home run. It was an absolute home run. I also bought a unit like this that
That unit would turn me off. I wouldn't even consider it.
yeah.
Good morning, Maggie Doodle. Thank you for coming in. Unfortunately, you're getting us at the wind down.
You know, I have bought units like this that have been absolute failure, nothing but trash. Look at that, just nothing but trash. And then I've bought units like this that were home runs. So it's really hard. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah, and then you got to always check too about your garbage, how to get rid of the waste and everything that you get.
I can put anything I want and as much of anything that I want outside. I have trash pickup twice a day, but I just take everything to the dump.
Twice a day?
Twice a week, sorry.
I was going to say twice a day. Yeah, we can too. We can too. They actually radio ahead of another truck that, like, if somebody puts out like a refrigerator or something big, they radio another truck and they come and take that separately. But you don't even have to call. You can just put it out.
Yes. So my storage treasures is set up for 25 miles from that zip code. That's the zip code that he gave me. And look at how many you have.
Nice.
You've got a ton. And most of them are ending in 2 to 4 days. Like you're like my area. My area always has a ton too to choose from. Look at that. Those bins. You know, sometimes just the bins are alone. This one's got some Christmas. Let's see what that is.
Yeah, that looks like a nice small one too to start off with. I don't recommend anybody starts off with like a 10 by 15 unless you have help.
Yeah, this is a nice small one. Good morning, babies. My pup just woke up. He likes to sleep in late, my dog. He's so cute. Anyways, so yeah, I'm coming back. Hi, Maggie Doodle. Thanks for coming in. And yeah. So there's a nice selection there.
Yeah, there's Americash. You definitely have what looks like to be a pretty decent amount, and I would think for Seattle. And the other storage unit place you use is Locker Fox.
Locker Fox, yeah.
Okay, I don't. They're not in every state because I'm not sure I have that. I think I only have the storage auction one.
I don't know if they're in every state, but I can tell you that Locker Fox, more kind of discount storage facilities use Locker Fox.
Okay.
Nice. So their prices must be cheaper than Storage Treasures, and maybe those facilities are bargain shopping. They don't have as many, and I find that usually the ones that I win on Locker Fox are in kind of not so desirable areas, and they're unair conditioned. With that being said, the NASCAR one that I got with the Harley Davidson and the concert T-shirts and all of that stuff, that was a Locker Fox, and that was in a not such a desirable area in an unair conditioned facility. Oh
yeah, that facility. Well, that one you were right out in the sun at one point. That was ridiculous.
Right. So that was a Locker Fox one, and that was a triple, quadruple home run.
Yeah.
One. Like I can't even begin to tell you the investment on that was crazy. And the investment was minimal, and the return was crazy.
Hopefully that wasn't another Pyrex.
No, it wasn't. I
want to thank you guys for coming in this morning. I appreciate everybody coming and stopping by. We'll be here tomorrow again, 9 a.m. I think we're going to switch the channel up. No, Donna will send the link out for that one. And maybe tomorrow we'll do a better shout out to Pamela Lynn, but that was great of her. And we'll maybe direct the.
T, do you mind if I shout something out real
No,
quick?
go ahead. Go ahead.
If you guys didn't have a chance to watch last night's auction, if you didn't attend the auction, I got some thumbs down on that auction. If you wouldn't mind going and watching it, or just even going by and giving it a thumbs up. I hate to beg for thumbs up, but I got quite a bit of thumbs down on it, and it's kind of a bummer. I hate getting thumbs down. I don't know why. So, yeah, so I would appreciate you guys doing that for me. That's it. And T, I will chat with you later.
Yep.
Thank you to everybody that stopped by. I really appreciate it. And we'll see
you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Yep.
Thanks, you guys.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.